Yo, say hey, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. What's quack-a-lackin' there, buddy? So, my name is Pone, and we are continuing the series Mothership with Every Gun Show! And today, we are taking a look at the new contestant, hailing all the way from a small little optimistic city in Gunsucks, Idaho. Spoiler alert, guys, this gun's range, holy hell. It's so embarrassing. Somewhere along the line, its range was amputated. It was just completely cut off, and I don't understand what it was because I felt like it was great. You gotta understand that this is pretty much the only pump action in the game. Of course, you got this Argus thing that's a weird hybrid with, you know, slug rounds, and it's just a weird-ass gun, and in the current state, it's super overpowered, but that's for another day. The KRM, or so it's called, and I think it's just short for Keep Range Missing, but this gun has seriously range problems. I don't know if there's like a pill it can take or what it is, but this thing, and I think somewhere along the line, something during the patches or some fixes or something like that, things went wrong with this. And I think I recall mentioning or seeing something somewhere that it was not necessarily the gun itself that was impacted, but more so the long barrel was changed. And this gun is no longer as effective as it used to be from range, which is kind of sad because SMGs dominate in this game. So many guns have their range value, and this gun doesn't hurt. It's meant to be an alternative to melee. Nowadays, you can't melee anybody without getting into a slap fight, and you have to pretty much double tap somebody with a melee, and that leaves you super vulnerable. This gun is supposed to be lethal in that area, but it kind of falls short with any sort of distance thrown in the mix. It's really just not effective. I feel like it needs a buff, a slight buff to range overall, or kind of put back the long barrel to what it used to be with all the other shotgun alternatives out there. We're talking about the Brecci or the Haymaker. Now, they are spammable. They also have the kill effectiveness of this gun, but because of the spammable, because of the use, you don't even have to bother aiming down sight. You just pull the trigger and it does the killing. This one requires a bit more finesse, a bit more skill. You have that time delay between chambering another shell, so you are vulnerable when you do miss that, you know, first shot. When it is not a kill shot, you have to be strong enough to have a follow-up shot, and that's where things get complicated. That's where things get super sticky, is that this gun is solid and all, but you have to stick to the inner corridors of a map. You have to make sure that you're not dealing with a Ripper or something. There's lots of things. Vespers are not going to be your friend. Trying to just go for a Mothership, which is not the hardest thing in the world to do, was a pain in the ass for this thing. It took me quite a while just because of the inconsistencies and the one-shot kill capabilities of the weapon. So, as much as I want to love the weapon, and as much as I even use it, because I still like shotguns, because I love shotguns, and I'm kind of, you know, heartbroken that this is the only pump-action shotgun in the game, but there's supposed to be kind of a rewarding feel, a skill kind of burst there, this adrenaline pump when you just go on a nasty tear with a shotgun and you know that there are better alternatives out there to be using, but you still made it work somehow. And that's what this gun's supposed to be. So I feel like with just a little bit extra range, a little bit more reliability on the one shot, then the KRM would be worth recommending. It'd be a great weapon, and it deserves to be that, because the other ones are far more easy to use. They're kind of crutch weapons because they're automatic. You don't have to aim down sight. You just spray with the Brecci and the Haymaker. The Argus is seriously overpowered now with its range capabilities. So this gun deserves a bit more love and attention, because as it stands right now, with its range and with the inconsistencies for one-shot kill capabilities, this thing's about as useful as a T-Rex in a fist fight right now. Both of them, sadly, have no range whatsoever. The wingspan is just not existent. So, the gun's fun to use, as any shotgun is, because, you know, it's kind of a handicap to yourself. It feels good to pressure yourself and to strain what you're capable of and make something like this work, put yourself at a disadvantage. But again, it's just not a good weapon. But here's why we say goodbye. The ball is in your court, guys. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what gun you would like to see next in this series. I truly appreciate the support on the last video. You guys did great leaving likes on it, and I truly appreciate what you've been doing for me and this new series. Keep it up, guys. And again, see what you can hit me with. Put a gun down in the comment section.